Oatmeal cookies like you had in school when you were young. I make them in my restaurant, a little Europe. I send them to my other restaurants. People always ask me, what's the recipe, what's the recipe? I never want to give it away. Today I'm going to give it away. So follow me a little bit. We start here, we have 2 cups of flour. We're going to need 2 eggs, 1 cup of butter, some baking powder, salt, white sugar, brown sugar, oatmeal, cinnamon, vanilla, and grapes. But the grapes, the raisins, you can change for chocolate or cranberries, whatever you like. So we're going to start like this. First, come over here a little bit. First, we're going to cream our butter. So to do that, we're going to use a mixer. You can use like a bowl and do it by hand, but I do big quantities, so I use a stand-in mixer. So we're going to use the bowl with the paddle attachment. Don't use the whip. Now what we're going to do, we're going to cream our butter. So we're going to cut the butter, small pieces. We're going to throw it inside the mixer. Clean our hands a little bit. Then we're going to add 1 cup of sugar, white sugar. You see, I'm not going to do it twice. I'm just going to pack it up. Here's 1 cup of white. Then we go 1 cup of brown sugar. There you go. We have 2 cups. We throw it in. We start the mixer at low. And then we're going to cream our butter. That's how it's going to work. So if you want to come over here, you can see it. Over here. So as soon as it's absorbing a little bit, I'm going to raise the speed a little bit. Speed. Okay, go to medium. And we're going to, what we call creaming the butter. Now, we're going to put 2 eggs inside. I never break my eggs inside because if it doesn't break right, then the recipe is screwed. So there we go. 1 egg, 2 eggs. Then we're going to drop 1 in first. 1 egg inside. Just to mix it up, make sure it's mixing well. Then we're going to put the 2nd egg. Then we're going to put it on low speed. We're going to go work with our dries. So if you look at me here, the wet goes with the wet when you do cookies. The dries go with the dries. So here we have 2 cups of flour. We're going to have a teaspoon of baking powder. Put it in. 1 teaspoon of salt. We're going to put it in. Then 1.5 teaspoon of cinnamon. So here's 1. Here's the second half. There you go. Then you mix it a little bit, make sure it's all incorporated. There you go. And now we're gonna go see it's okay. We're gonna drop our dries in. Actually, yeah. Dry in. That's perfect. Now we're gonna need a teaspoon of vanilla. A teaspoon is actually the cap of the bottle. So you don't have to use a teaspoon, make a mess, spill everywhere. So here we go. Put the cap in. Bingo. We're gonna raise our speed a little bit. We're gonna make sure we lick the sides. Alright, good. Gonna go slow again. Here's the thing, when there's 3 cups of oatmeal, put your oatmeal at the last minute because you don't want to mix it too much, otherwise it's all gonna break. So let's put it in. And then we're gonna put 1 cup of raisins. One cup of raisins. Drop it in. Lift the bowl a little bit. Let's make sure it's all mixed in. And that's it, that's all for that. So we take it out, this off, clean our paddle attachment. There you go. All cleaned up. Now we're gonna go plate our cookies. Follow me. Here, got an ice cream scoop, not too big, not too small. And we're gonna do cookies. So you just grab them. Leave about 1.5 inches on the sides of each. See how fast is that? We're going to make about 12 cookies here, I think. The mixture you can keep in the refrigerator for a day or two. You don't have to plate it, you don't have to cook it now, it will last for a day or two. Not too much though, because there's some eggs inside, right? So I want to catch salmonella. Then, once this is done, our oven is already preheated to 200 Fahrenheit. Go. See? That's how fast it goes. There you go. Make sure they're nicely put. There you go. And now, here's a trick that I'm going to show you. Instead of pressing down on the cookies by hand, I'm going to use another baking sheet, put it on top, use another pan, put it on top, and squeeze everything down. Not too much because you don't want them too thick, right? Alright, here we go. Look at that. That looks perfecto. Now, if you follow me, we're going to drop them in the oven. The oven is preheated at 200. I'm going to put it on the bottom there with no shelf under. Then, see, 200 degrees. We're going to go in for about 8 to 10 minutes. We're going to see the cookies. If they're very soft, not ready, make sure they don't get too hard because they're still cooking when you take them out. If they're too overcooked, then they're going to be hard cookies, not going to be very nice cookies. So let's cook this. I'll be back with you in a minute. Let's go check our cookies. See here? Nice brownish color. Let's see. Not too hard, not too soft. We're going to take them out now. Careful. Go. Now what we're going to do, we're going to let them cool for like 5 minutes. Then after that, we're going to transfer them to the cooling grill. And then wait 10 minutes, they're ready to eat. You can keep them for 3-4 days in the fridge. Not more than that. Again, egg products, you don't want to go crazy on that. And that's it. That's all. I'll see you next time for our next recipe. Thank you.